It's your boy Sambay here again. This is episode 3. I want to speak about padding and more rhythms. Alright? Before we get into anything, as usual, we gotta give glory to whom glory is due, honor to whom honor is due. Our Lord, our Jesus Christ, our Savior, my God, your God, the one that woke us up this morning, the one that gave us life, the one that gave us good health. Alright? So let's give all glory to Him. Without Him, there's no me, there's no you. Alright? Glory to God. Now, getting into this thing right now, I want to speak a little bit about foundation. Okay, I mentioned in the last episode, and by the way, if you're just meeting us in this episode right now, I will strongly advise you to go back and watch episode 1 and 2 to get caught up and understand where we at. All right, back to it. Foundation. I want to speak to you about foundation. I see a lot of the comments. People are asking me about the padding. People are asking me about playing, their speed. People are also asking me about tempos, just all sorts of things. This is why foundation is very important. Okay, growing up in church, when you're in the choir, they give you your first instruments. You're not gonna go straight to a big instrument. That's the problem with kids today. I see a lot of kids going straight to talking drum. A lot of kids going straight to the drums. A lot of kids going straight. I mean, it's not impossible, but there's some things you pick up when you start small. So, what's a small instrument? Cowbells, maracas, the claves. Africans call it clef, but it's called claves. Okay, shekere or maracas, whatever you want to call it. Those are small instruments. So those things help you build your stamina, which is how long you can play for. Those things help you build your speed. Those things help. So once you start going up the ladder of greater instruments, it'll be easier for you. But when you don't and you jump straight to drums or talking drum, you're gonna lack some things. It's a great chance you're gonna lack some things. So now let me introduce you to my first instrument, my first official instrument. Of course, I play cowbell, aka agogo in Yoruba land. Of course, I play shakare. Of course, I play claves. But my first official instrument, for everybody that actually knows me, knows my beginnings, conga. Alright. Now this is a junior size conga. Of course, not the big one. It's just a regular junior size. But what I want to get you guys to understand about the padding is all of these percussions, congas, everything has padding. Padding is important. It's like I said last episode, it's what makes the beats come together, be complete. Alright? Now, with this conga being here, alright? A normal beat, everybody listens at conga, everybody be picking up sticks, be playing it, congas is used with your hands. If you know any conga, you can see the sign LP. LP. What does LP stand for? Latin percussion. Okay, so this is this is Spanish people's drum. And if you watch any Spanish person playing this drum, wherever you're from, they know what they're doing. It's their instrument. So like when it comes to talking drum, if you see all the ayon, people that were born in the talking drum, there's nothing you can really tell them because they were born into the drum. This is their drum. So this is Latin people's drum. This is Spanish people's drum. Alright. So now, if you want to play this drum, if I want to play a normal beat, let me turn the metronome. That's the beat, right? Plain and simple. Right, left, right, left, right, left. But when you add the pad in there, the pattern is so difficult for me to try to explain to you, but I'm going to try my best. It's kind of like you're counting without letting the sound come out. You have to mute the drum at a certain point to try to get that padding to come out. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So it's not 1, 2, 3. No, it's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a lot. I'm trying my best to explain it the best way I can. It's a lot. But that's what the padding is. Now, like I said, starting small. So, if you watch Ions or people that's growing up to play talking drum, alright, you see the little kids, they don't give them this immediately. They don't give them gong gong, akpala, or yailu immediately. No way. You see them carrying small little drums around. Maybe a little small talking drum. Or this is omele. Alright, this is omele. So when I left conga, I picked up omele. Alright, like I said, I played that cowbell, I played the shakere, I played the claves. But this is what I picked up next. For stage, I'm not even talking about church. For stage, professionally, this is what I picked up next. So for those of you that don't have this, simply take your talking drum and tie it. Alright, it doesn't have to be too much, but I just want you to get the idea. So just tie it to get the sound. Alright, now when it comes to omele like this, we usually play simple 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's what we usually play. So it's gonna sound like. So, but before we even get this, it's like a off. It's gonna be like an off beat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mind you, I'm still using my hand to mute this. I'm closing the drum and I'm hitting it like this. I'm still counting. So that's giving me my count. Hope you're following me. It's giving me my count. So I'm still doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let me drop it to just 2 beats. Alright, just 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So 1, 2, 1. So are you paying attention to that off? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. But to make it, once you get used to it, everything has to come together. You're not only simply playing this 1, 2 with this hand. No, you're doing a lot more with it. You're supposed to do a lot more with it. So anybody that's picking up the talker drum and playing it as if this hand is useless, it has a great job to do. It has a very great job to do. This your left hand has a great job to do, as well as your right. Both of your hands are very useful. You need it. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So. Picking this up is what really could build your padding. Before you even get to talking drum. This is before talking drum. This drum, see how small it is. It only has 1 note. Unless you start to add different omeles to play along with it. You start saying different things, but that's down the line. It only has 1 note. You're not doing like talking drum. You're not trying to get different notes out of it. It only has 1 note. Alright? So that's what I want you guys to understand. Take your talking drum. If you don't have omele, take your talking drum, tie it. Practice what I'm telling you. 1. 1. See? 1. Just playing 1 note. 1. You want to do 2? 1, 2. 1, 2. See? I'm using this hand to hit it. Letting it go, then I hit it. try my best to explain to you. I know it may be very confusing. It's like confusing, but this is the most difficult technique that I guess I never really realized how important it is to try to explain it. Because I guess this is something that just picks up. Like I said, I went from conga, so conga I already had the pattern on when I'm playing conga. So when I got to here, it's like it's already there for me. But for those that don't get it, I'm trying my best to explain it. Nobody taught me, you know, it just came. So I'm trying my best to explain it to you. All right. 1, 2. 1, 2. I hope you're peeping that off. 1, 2. So how we normally play this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's like an off. This is gonna be off or on, how you want to call it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. See? It's 3. So. I know, trust me, I feel you. I know it could be so confusing, but this is the best way I can explain it over here. Over here, I think I used almost 10 minutes just trying to explain this pattern to you. But that's the whole idea of it. This is why I'm saying foundation. Your foundation, where you started with. It may not be your fault. I don't know when you may have started playing. You know, I don't know. I'm sure you guys may not even have looked at it as a big thing. Today, especially today, people want to say that they jump straight to drums. They jump straight to talking drum. You know, they jump straight to the big instruments, but they, without realizing that those smaller ones prepare you. When you get to that point, it's going to be strong. You're going to be strong. It's going to be easier for you, right? So these small instruments prepare you for when you get to that point. It prepares you for when you get to that point. Alright? Now, rhythm. Okay? I know everybody's speaking about, rhythm, I want to do to get to know the rhythm, right? So, somebody told me, said, can you play a simple rhythm, you know, that we can use to play, and I should play it slow. Alright? Now, I got you. What did I tell y'all? Episode 1. Okay? Episode 1, I told you 3 notes. Do, re, mi. Those 3 notes. Alright? Now you're going to get into all the other ones. Do, re, mi. That's it. Now, with those 3 notes. Alright? This is 80 beats per minute. 80. People probably won't even seen this though, but just so you can get it. Alright? So I'm gonna do do re. I'm gonna play it on different beats. So I play it on, I play it off. Alright? So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's do this. Alright. Don't forget, this is happening. Now, if I want to add it now. Five, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm playing 1. I'm covering the drum. Alright? Just put your hand on the drum, it's gonna block the sound. Right? So as you're doing that, So you understand? 1. So imagine doing this, right? But instead of leaving your hand out, put your hand on it. So but also that pattern has to also be controlled. You don't want it to be too much. You don't want it to be too little. It has to be right in the middle. It has to be perfect. It has to be perfect. Some people struggle with that as well. Sometimes the pattern is too much, sometimes the pattern is too small. You have to find the balance. But until then, I just want you to get the concept of that. So it's just 80. It's very slow. I'm not even going fast. Now, if you want to do re mi, you can do re mi. It's the same thing, just using different notes. That's the so let's do. Alright. So we're doing before, but if I do, I'm still on the beat. So it's like on an off beat. Same notes, different timing. Now re mi. 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Do re. Now, still doing 2 notes, right? Those 2 notes, well, we can double it. If your hands is fast enough to do that, you can double it. Alright, like this. Right? Or re mi. Do the re. Re mi. Now I'm going to add the pattern. Off. Back on. Or use that same beat. If I want to speed up the tempo, 89. You hear me? So how long we been on that? How long we been on that? So I gave you do re, how to play it. I gave you just do re. So you're playing do twice, re once. You play do once, re once. You do re once, re once, mi once. You do re twice, mi once. Do re mi, do re mi, do re mi. That's it. So that's a simple rhythm I can give you. That's a simple rhythm. Okay. All right. So let me give you a quick example. Normal home or church praise. Okay. Normal church praise. I'm going to let you guys listen to what they played, and also I'm going to apply that rhythm I gave you to what they're playing. Okay. So just drown out what the talk drummer is playing there and play what I taught you to the same beat. All right. So you can get an idea.
Hear my Jesus, come on, hear my Jesus, been around the world, searching for a miracle, I found no one. Nobody like Jesus. In so many places, searching for a better life. I found no one. Nobody like you.
Don't mind that. Just joking around. Now that's what I taught you. Listen to what they play. Change the beat now. That's what he's playing. Right? That's what he's playing. But I taught you. Simple rhythm. One. Really? What are we saying here? What am I telling you? I applied that same rhythm I just gave you. I played it at 80 and 89 beats per minute, right? They're probably, I don't know how fast. They're probably doing it at the same tempo. But you can still, that rhythm I taught you, it can be played anywhere, whatever song it goes to. Application is a different thing. Application is when you knowing what type of beat goes best with a song. That's application. But I don't want to get into that yet. But that's just to tell you, that's the rhythm. Somebody asked me, I'm just answering your question. That's the simple rhythm. You're only using, you're only playing one note once. I'm not telling you to do, I'm not telling you to do 4, not 1, 2, 3, not 1, 2, 3. I gave you 2. I gave you, and not even, I didn't give you all that. So just keep that in mind, bear that in mind. That rhythm, learn how to apply it. Apply it to those songs. If you're in church and singing normal songs, you should be able to do that. Do it, mi, or do re, mi. Alright? I want you guys to notice this. Okay? Notice this. In my original plan, this is episode 3, and we're still on rhythm. Why? My original plan was to show you. I thought it was going to be on my third, main point of talking drum. Notice the title of this series, Drums That Speak. To now episode 3. I didn't get to present to you anything that shows how drums can speak, or that it can speak. Why? I want you guys to realize this, and I hope you do realize it. Rhythm is number 1. It's most important. Anybody that comes to me for advice or anything, especially people who are so much in the rush to learn to get to 100 and they're not even at 5 yet. It's a process. I keep saying it's a process. So to me, the way I would break it down is you have rhythm, which is number 1 to me. In my opinion, rhythm is number 1. You know your rhythm is more important than anything else, alright? Now, because of the day and age that we are into, whether you want to play just whether you want to play anything, you must know alujo. But that's second important to me. Lastly, to me, is Owe, Proverbs. So anybody that comes to me and asks me for advice or anything, I will tell you, go and learn rhythm first. Okay? Learn your rhythm. Make sure your hand is tuned. Any rhythm you're hearing, even the do-do-re, if I'm telling you play do-do-re or play anything and you play anything else, you're wrong. It's wrong. Go back and listen to what I played. Go back and listen to what you heard. Make sure you heard it correctly. Listen. Continue to listen. That is number 1 rule. Listen. Continue to listen. Alright? I don't want anybody, don't come back, nobody should come back to me and tell me that, oh, I learned from Sambay and you're not picking it up right. No. No. I'm not going to take that. So listen. Listen, number 1. If you don't understand something, come back to me. Ask me. I'm here for you all. Alright? I'm here for you all. Now, like I said, rhythm is number 1. Rhythm is the most important. That's why up to episode 3 that we are in right now, we are still on rhythm. Because I want you guys to understand that is number 1 thing you need to know when it comes to this drum. Yes, it can speak. Yes, it can talk. Yes, people can hear it. It can say things on this thing. It's a very powerful thing. Alright? It's a very powerful thing. But before you can get there, it's steps. It's a process. It's things you need to learn first before you can get to do all those things. So for all those that want to pick it up for the first time, alright? Everyone that wants to pick up this drum for the first time, I appreciate it. I'm glad that you guys feel inspired to learn this drum. But my great advice to you is just to start small first. Start small. You cannot go wrong. Go and pick up the cowbell. Go pick up maracas. Go pick up the claves. Learn timing. Learn beat. Go pick it up. Go do it in the choir. Go to church. Go do it in the choir. Alright? Pick it up. Learn it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cowbell. Pick it up and do it. So that when you get to this finally, when you get your tempos, that's what that is for, to get your tempo. So once you can get that down and locked, come in, you can pick this up. Just have a foundation, have something that'll have you able to build a strong foundation. I don't want you guys to miss, alright? I'm trying to give you guys the best advice so that when you get to a higher thing, a higher instrument, it will be easier for you. Alright? This is the end of episode 3. Leave your comments below as usual. Pray for me and I pray for myself that God will give me the wisdom to continue to keep helping you all. Whatever you need, I'm here for you, alright? God bless.